Hi Virgo, how are you doing? Welcome to your October general monthly message. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are in the season of the harvest, right? Moving out of your birthday month and into Libra season. We are shifting into eclipse season. I'm actually located right near my friend's garden. I felt like it was very fitting for this time of year. Still enjoying the green that surrounds me, the beautiful Pacific Northwest, enjoying these moments of the first days of fall. I hope you are finding some enjoyment outside, right? Getting outside and enjoying the beauty of fall, or wherever you are in the world. You know, I'm sure I have viewers everywhere where you might be experiencing the seasonal shift, you know, into spring, right? Into spring. But whatever you're experiencing, this is a shift seasonally wherever you are, right? So Virgo, we have eclipse season upon us. It's exciting, right? It's feeling a bit rebellious with this Aries full moon that we are entering into September 28th, 29th. I did a reading on this Aries North Node, Aries full moon, Libra South Node on Sunday. You can check that out on my channel if you want to get a bit more information on what we're going to be expecting, some of the synchronicities and the messages behind this eclipse season, the lessons, right, that we're going to be experiencing as a collective, right? And if you have any cardinal signs in your chart, those parts of your chart will be emphasized, right? So if you want to get a birth chart reading with me, I can look into what that is for you, because, you know, to each their own. This is a general message. You can find all my information in the description box below for that. So any support that you're needing at this time, especially during eclipse season, energy is a bit heightened, right? There's a lot of sudden revelation that can come up with this energy. But the way that I feel for most of the collective, and especially for you, Virgo, since you are such a great preparer, right? You seek out information. I look at your sign as like the teacher of the zodiac. You're ruled by Mercury, so you can process a lot of information, and that gives you a little bit of power, right? There's a lot of power in information, but it's how we use it as well that's important. It's most important. So I talked about it in the September messages about this preparation. September was a preparation month, and I feel like that is very suiting for Virgo season. So hopefully you've been finding ways to prepare. Oh, and find peace. The peace card just flipped out. Finding peace. I did talk about that in the Sunday live. You know, this Aries energy can bring up a lot of anger, frustration, repressed emotions, and learning how to have healthy outlets to deal with that anger. So finding and creating space. We have this Venusian energy that's going to be surrounding us during this send-off energy, the ripple effect, right, of October and into the next year and a half of this cycle that we're going to be experiencing with Aries Libra. I talked about it as like casting the stone, right? Setting your intentions in the month of October. It's going to be very potent and powerful. And it sets the tone for the year to come, right? So October is a very highly intentional month. Okay, so Virgo, you have Venus entering your sign October 9th. It's going to be helping you in a lot of ways. That Venusian energy, again, is heightened this month. So art, expression, dance, a creative outlet. It's going to be very important for most, especially with Venus in your sign. You know, all that Venusian energy. It could be bringing up some things around love. Maybe you're entering into a new relationship, or you're deepening one that you currently are experiencing. But nonetheless, it's entering into your sign. Mercury in Virgo, it's actually exiting out of your sign in October. So a little less of this emphasis of that mercurial energy. I spoke about this with Gemini, because Gemini is also ruled by Mercury. When there's that heavy mercurial energy, especially when Mercury was retrograde the last, month and a half-ish, it can feel a bit heavy, especially mentally, like processing information. It feels like it's almost like the filter gets clogged a bit because there's just so much information being processed. So I feel like things will lighten up, leaving your sign and going into Libra. October 14th sets the tone, right? It's our solar eclipse in Libra, and it's going to be in your second house. So there's a lot around what you have, right? Money, what you deem valuable, your resources. You might be getting money, unexpected money. You might be losing money. Again, this is a general reading, but there is a heavy emphasis on finances to set off this month. Being very resourceful. Again, preparation is important for you. There might be some sort of incoming gain, right? Or you might have like an unexpected expense. It's going to vary. But nonetheless, your second house is being highlighted. October 28th, we have the Taurus lunar eclipse. That's emphasizing your ninth house of higher education, training. You might actually be training or are getting a more broad skill set within your career so you can make more money, right? Simply put. The ninth house also talks about expanding things. It's that Jupiter energy, and Jupiter is currently retrograde. I'm planning on doing a Jupiter retrograde series for each sign, so stay tuned for that. But something is being expanded for you. I look at the ninth house as like a magnifying glass, and it magnifies things, whether it's good or bad. So it could be highlighting some sort of financial thing that you've been putting off, financial debts, or again, it could be simply that you are gaining money, right? Gaining money, because ninth house is a house of gains in some perspective, right? Jupiter, it's the biggest planet in our solar system. But also with the ninth house, it's highly spiritual. Gaining insight, gaining clarity, gaining truth. Something will be illuminated. It's a full moon, lunar eclipse, so emotions may be heightened. All right, let's dive into your reading here, Virgo. Let's pull an animal oracle to start off your reading. Oh, Mischief, the marten and foxglove. Are you up to some trouble here? Interesting. I've never gotten this card. I'm intrigued to actually read from the book for you. Let's see what this is about. Some mischief. Mischief or mischief? Mischief. Okay. The marten and foxglove represents the archetypal trickster, the light-hearted mischief maker, the lover of chaos and spontaneity. Well, as the wind picks up, interesting. Martens are a type of weasel known for their curiosity, quick movements, and occasional aggression. Be mindful of aggression with this Aries energy. Romanian folklore tells of martens playing tricks on horses, braiding their manes in the night so they wake to a tangled mess of hair in the morning. And foxgloves are said to be the homes of fairies, another elusive and mischievous creature. For this reason, they are associated with riddles and secrecy. Pay attention to opportunities for spontaneity, travel, and playfulness, a bit of lighthearted mischief. So long as it doesn't hurt anyone, this can be very healthy. A ninth house does talk about travel. So you might actually be really wanting to travel. Maybe you're planning a trip. This could be very spontaneous, right? Eclipse season. Like, we have the money to do this, let's do it. Or we don't even really have the finances to do this, but we're gonna do it anyway. There's a level of mischief, and the cards are suggesting that you do it. Like, have fun this month. Embrace spontaneity. I feel like the Virgo that I'm talking to, maybe that is a little bit out of your range of thinking. You know, if you are a bit more, trying to hold on to resources, save money. Maybe someone, a partner or a friend, is like trying to push you out a little bit more to be a bit more spontaneous, to create a ruckus, to change up the schedule this month. You might just really be feeling this burst of energy to like just do it. Just do it. Create a little mischief. Have a little fun. It's looking like. All right. That's good. That's good. I like that. All right, let's look into the soul's journey message for you, Virgo. Yeah, spontaneous travel, especially with that ninth house. And with the second house influence, you could be like, okay, how can I pull on my resources to make this work? But just know that with the ninth house, I feel like even if it feels like a little bit of a loss, like there's something really beneficial in it. Like you gain so much more. Like life is not all just about money, right? It's gonna look different for every Virgo. All right, Virgo, what do we have for you for the month of October? October. Show me what I need to see for Virgo, please, for the month of October. Virgo. Speak to me, Virgo. Okay, there it is. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Guilt here. I'm feeling like you might feel a bit guilty about something. Maybe you feel a level of guilt on like spending money on yourself is what I'm getting, but I think it's important that we do tend to our needs. And if it's something that you haven't done in a while, this month it's like have some fun. Abundance is here. Yeah. Getting out of that lack mentality. It was in reverse. So it's like really tapping into this idea that you are abundance. You don't have to be in like that 5 of Pentacles energy where it's like a lack mentality. I never will have enough, like scarcity mindset. You know, maybe these are some of the things that you're tackling, especially with that second house being highlighted. It really is a mindset, right? And it's a deep-rooted fear that you might have to be overcoming here. And it's saying here with abundance, I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Again, the more that you do for yourself, Virgo, right, in this spontaneous kind of mischievous energy, the more that you embrace like shifting things a bit and gaining a new way of being or perspective, it actually is going to lighten you up, and it creates room for more abundance to come in. But it's about believing that it will, right? And knowing that whatever sort of financial hurdles that you're overcoming, right? Just knowing that you will get through this, right? It is very much a mindset. It is. And the more that you can stay in that mindset, that energy kind of seeps off of you. And things will come to you with more ease, is what I'm hearing. But it really does take you believing in it yourself, right? We're all energy, whether we're speaking or not, you know, our body language, our thoughts, our feelings, our sensations say so much, especially to the universe, whatever sort of higher power you believe in. All right, Virgo. Let's get into the tarot here. Virgo, what is it that they need to know for the month of October? I just got this weird message. I was talking about like preparation. For you, Virgo, you might take it a bit too far. And it's like those doomsdayers. They're like bunkering down with a bunch of like beans and rice and yes, it's important. I actually just had this talk with a friend because I find it pretty intriguing. Like living sustainably and living off grid and having, your own resources and your own well-being is very important. But there is like the negative side to these like doomsdayers where it's like they're always in this like fear, like what's gonna happen next, like living on the edge, like I need to be prepared, and there's an extreme in every facet of our life. People can always take things a bit too far. And especially Virgos, you can get a bit like obsessive sometimes, especially when you are really like zoned in on something, which again is your wheelhouse. Like you are the master teacher, you're really good at fine detail, seeing things that other people don't see. But the negative side to that is that you can get like a bit OCD on something or like laser focused. And something's asking you to break out of that a bit this month, be a bit more spontaneous, right? Create a little mischief. I feel like you're gonna have to let me know in the comments how you would pronounce that. Mischief. Mischief sounds more correct, grammatically correct. All right, Virgo, what do we have for October? Ooh. Six of Cups here. I feel like you've been getting that message. Six of Cups for Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs for the month of October. Please show me what I need to see for Virgo. Virgo, let's see. Virgo, please show me what I need to see for the Virgo collective. One more card, please, for Virgo. Okay. This is kind of turning into a love reading, somewhat, sort of, kind of. We got the Knight of Cups on the bottom here. You might be dealing with a water sign. Knight of Cups in reverse. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You might have water in your chart. Someone is up in their head about a potential love offer here. Look at that, Two of Swords, Knight of Cups. This could be you. Someone's trying to stay optimistic though with the Three of Wands. Trying to, again, get out of this kind of lack mentality, like, oh, I'm never gonna have this, I'm not good enough. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, flip the roles as you see fit. It could go either way. This could be someone that you're dealing with, or this could be your energy. But whatever the case may be, it's going to be a lot around getting out of that kind of lack mentality, pessimistic kind of point of view for Cups here. I do see you getting out of that though, where this person is getting out of it. But currently there's like this Two of Swords energy, being blindsided or blindfolded to something. And you really need to be more optimistic. Three of Wands. A bit more curious. This also talks about travel. Maybe you are dealing with someone that is at a distance from you, Virgo. Okay. So I'm not going to lie here. There might be someone returning. And this doesn't have to be romantic. Just know that. Whenever I do these readings, I suggest romantic, right? Because a lot of people come to tarot in need of relationship advice, but you could also be dealing with a family member, a friend, especially with the Six of Cups. This can mean a lot of different people. It's people from your childhood, right? So you take it as you see fit, but someone's wanting to return, right? Eight of Cups, Six of Cups. Eight of Cups in reverse. This is returning to something that maybe at one point seemed emotionally unfulfilling, right? That's what the Eight of Cups is all about. It takes a lot of determination and strength to walk away, because there's a lot of cups that were, involved in this dynamic, and there's a lot of love, right? Six of Cups, a lot of good memories here. currently someone is sorting out those emotions, right? Sorting out their feelings with the moon card here. The full moon is suggested to bring some sort of clarity here. So the full moon on the 29th of September. And then again, at the end of October, there's that full moon in your 9th house, which I do feel like this very expansive energy for you with that 9th house, things being highlighted like the magnifying glass, like things that you can't avoid. There's definitely some clarity that's coming in for you. And it might occur on both full moons, but the full moon is going to be very important for you. The 9 of Wands here, this is like the wounded warrior, right? They're still standing. They're still standing. There's a lot of healing that needs to take place in this energy, though. Like, you can see the look on her face. She's just like, come at me. Like, come at me, bro. That's what I heard. I feel like this person who's wanting to enter back into your life, you're definitely a bit skeptical, to say the least. And we did talk about that energy with like the lack mentality, the doomsdayers, right? So it's like, I guess the message that I'm getting off the cards here is not to take it to any extreme, right? Don't assume the worst. Don't assume the best. Try to stay neutral is what I'm getting, right? Staying neutral this month, open. Of course, have healthy boundaries, right? Of course, have healthy boundaries. But I am sensing that there's some healing here, especially the 9 of Wands showing up. There might be some potential healing that takes place if and when you have this conversation with this person. I do think there's a level of hesitancy, though, with that Knight of Cups, in reverse, especially if, Virgo, you are dealing with a water sign. They could be hesitant because you're in that 9 of Wands. You could be a bit guarded, blocked off. Your heart, I'm feeling like your heart chakra is a bit closed off to this. Mending. But I do sense that someone wants to mend something with you. They just don't know exactly how to. Or again, this could be you wanting to mend something with a past friend, family member, lover. Okay, so let's pull from the Lover's Tarot here. The Lover's Tarot. We're going to take this on over to the extended. The Patreon link is in the description box below if you want to dive into a love message. At this point in the reading, Virgo, I ask you to focus in on who you are thinking about currently at this time. And we're going to pull a Lover's Tarot message and take this on over to the extended. Alone. You feel like you are in this situation all by yourself. But it won't be like this forever. That's that 9 of Wands. They stand alone, right? They're the only one guarding their post, And you could really feel really isolated in the 9 of Wands, right? Your walls are so high that no one can come in. Or again, this could be that person. You would know best, right? Tempted. If you are considering going astray, why not just opt out? It will be better in the long run. So you might be tempted. Maybe this person is feeling tempted to reach out to you or you to them. But it is important here to make sure that you're not in this situation alone, that it is mutual, right? That it's mutual. And the only way to really get to that sort of understanding, I guess, is time, right? And also communication, letting down your guard, being more open and receptive to what is wanting to come in. The 6 of Cups can be very healing. And when I see the 9 of Wands, I feel like there is a lot of healing that does need to take place within this relationship. Needs. If emotional needs aren't being met, it's time to reassess. Touch is important too. So in some shape or form in this love dynamic, the person that you're thinking of, your needs weren't getting met. You felt like maybe that's what you're feeling. If you are in a relationship currently with this person, you could be feeling like, we don't have enough sex, like intimacy's kind of gone, the passion's kind of burnt out. Maybe again, a spontaneous trip, like shaking things up, a date night, you know, doing something that's perceived as a bit more spontaneous for you, Virgo, I think will help kind of lighten things up. And someone's definitely battling some exhaustion, and that can be a lot of the reasons why a lot of people feel like intimacy is just not at the forefront. Like there's just too much on their plate. Their schedule doesn't allow them to, you know, enjoy intimacy, right? And all the depth of it. Feeling emotionally exhausted, one or the other's feeling emotionally depleted. You deserve a break. Yeah, I feel like a break, like even just a short trip, like a date night, a weekend trip for you could really help this relationship. All right, Virgo, if you want to follow me over to the Patreon page, the link is in the description box below. If this is where we part, please check in on your mid-October readings. I'll be posting them the middle of October. Be well. Bye for now.